What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live. We are not live. We are here for another video. We are going to be talking about Arsenal. And it's been a while since I spoke about Arsenal. So please drop a like. Please subscribe to the channel. We're nearly approaching 94,000 subscribers. And yeah, man, it's been not the greatest end to your season if you're an Arsenal fan. Lost the league title to 2 points, and there is going to be a summer ahead where I think this is the time now where Arsenal must deliver. They need to go and get the right players to literally go and win this league now. 1 year left, before apparently Guardiola leaves. A lot of Arsenal fans want to win the league while he's there. So I just come up with a couple of players that I believe Arsenal should sign in the summer. Let me know your comments in the comments below. I'm gonna go for the first one, and that is Alexander Isak, Newcastle player. Lovely season. Over 20 goals in the Premier League. Around about 24 years old. Arsenal, funny enough, should have got him about, was it 2 or 3 years ago? When he was at Real Sociedad, there was rumors of him being in London and Arsenal fans following him everywhere, trying to find out his number plate, where he was staying, and it was all madness. And that was a moment where Newcastle came in, 60 million, got the job done, and ever since then, it's been an absolute revelation for Newcastle, scoring goals. Yeah, there's that slight injury concern that he has, but ultimately, he's an unbelievable player. He's a player that likes to drift wide when he needs to, quick. His dribbling is unbelievable. He scores goals. His hold-up way is quite good. He can play in behind. His technical ability is brilliant. I think he can fit in that Arteta philosophy, And I think overall, he's at the right kind of age bracket now. 24, soon to be 25, just about getting into his peak, And listen, dare I say, people compared him to Thierry Henry, that kind of style where he comes off the left and he's got that quick burst of pace, and the way he kind of shoots is, people do compare him to having Thierry Henry kind of attributes and whatnot, should I say. But I look at a player like Isak, and I'm looking at the market of strikers. You are linked to other strikers like Enquiries, and players like that, but you know what it is with other leagues, right? You don't know what you're going to get with other leagues. That's the problem, people. You don't know what you're going to get with players that come from different leagues. This guy is Prem-proven, Isak is a Prem-proven striker. You got Ivan Toney who's available, but again, his stocks are quite low. Who else is out there that's available? You got Benjamin Sesko, 20 years old, having a good season at RB Leipzig. But again, massive risk if you are going to go over that kind of hurdle of, what young players, and young strikers, There's a massive risk involved in that. He is going to be the preacher, but you see with Højlund, sometimes you have to be very patient. He might not get the ground running. He might be raw, and this is the season when I think Arsenal now need to bridge that gap. They need players who are going to perform. They need players who are going to come in and make an instant impact consistently. This is a season where Arsenal must deliver this title now. Enough is enough. Man City have won 4 in a row. They've come 2 years close. So close, but yet so far. It's like you need to do this now, So that's the first signing I would recommend Arsenal to go and get. The second one is Amadou Onana of Everton. I'm looking at him as an alternative to Bruno Guimaraes. I was splitting the two, but I believe Newcastle are not going to sell both. They're not going to sell both, so it's not going to happen. So I believe they've got to go for one of them at least. So I said to them, go and get Isak. He's a goal scorer. Lack of strikers available in the market. Then I would say also, go and get Amadou Onana. For me, Partey will leave in the summer. You go and get Amadou Onana, strong, powerful, physical, got the attributes of Partey. Yes, he might not have the passing ability of Partey, but he can give you that physicality, that athleticism in midfield. And I think you're lacking that as well. Jorginho doesn't have that athleticism. Rice, to a certain degree, is athletic and whatnot. But again, you're getting a different breed in Amadou Onana. Right age, 22 as well. Young, can develop. and could be anything if the right coaching is involved. You got to remember he's been coached by, what's my man called at Everton? Sean Dyche. There's levels to it. If you could get coached by Mikel Arteta, who let's be honest, one of the best coaches in the league right now, that is a great upgrade in that department. But there are other players that you've been linked with. De Jong, you've been linked with Bruno Gomes, you've been linked with Zubimendi. There are. I believe you've got the creativity there with Odegaard. You don't necessarily need to find that creativity. If you've got the blend of Onana, Rice, who again can do a lot more than just sitting back, can go forward, can get you goals as well, and then you've got Odegaard. Or do Arsenal fans want to see the Bruno Gomes, who again has got an underrated passing ability and is almost like a hybrid of a 6 and an 8, and can do that role as well. That's someone that you can look at. There's also links with João Neves from Benfica. So there's other kind of, departments in that range. So I'm looking at Amadou Onana, 60 odd million you get for him. Not breaking the bank for him, 60 odd million. And I believe that could be a player that Arsenal could, for me, look at in that aspect for midfield. And then I go up front. I'm going to go to the wings. Martinelli has had a terrible season. I don't personally rate him. I'll be honest with you. I just don't know personally. For me, when I look at him, a lot of the time he's got his head down. He relies on his pace a lot. He did have a good season before, but I would go and upgrade that position. I think it's time to upgrade in that position. I really, really do. Who would I go and get? There's a couple of options. You got the kid from Atletico Bilbao. You've got that kid there as well. You've also got one named Marcus Rashford, who could be available if Arsenal decided to maybe rock the boat. But again, you got Nico Williams, like I said, from Bilbao, Marcus Rashford. You have got Elise, who could play on both wings in that regards. But then again, I'm looking at your Trossard. He's available. He's, again, reliable. You've got Martinelli, who, again, had a bad season, but then can have a good season. So where am I looking at? I do believe that position there. Also, I think you need a backup right winger. Reece Nelson isn't a guy. So if Nico Williams does come in, he can play on either flanks. He wouldn't cost you that much money. So that could be a potential opportunity there. Or like I said to you, Marcus Rashford, again, he could want a new lease of life. Could want a different challenge. And yeah, I mean, you would break the bank for him because you would be spending at least 80 to 100 million for him. But with the right coaching, maybe he could be a benefit to Arsenal. So I don't believe Arsenal need to do mad amount of signings. I think 3 starters is what Arsenal need. 3 starters along with your bench. Okay, we might get a few squad players in there to replace the likes of Fabio Vieira, Smith Rowe, etc., etc. But if you get a few squad players in there, I think you'll be all right. I think you guys will be all right. But let me know in the comments below. Guys, get your comments in. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.